have some really big news today. We have the official Chip plushie, and I'm so excited to show you what it looks like. Now, before I go ahead and open this and show you what the Chip plushie looks like, just as a reminder, at the end of this video, we have the official launch trailer for the Chip plushie. It's just our little thank you for being a part of this sneak peek and part of this journey. The official trailer is going to launch in about a week or so from now for everyone else to see, but since you're watching this video, you get to see it first. Before anything, I want to say thank you all to all of you who have been supporting this journey over the past few months. We've had so many of you who have commented, engaged with Chips' community posts, who have engaged with the videos, helping us design the Chip plushie from nothing to it being here today. Now, the purpose of today's video is to help you know all the details when it comes to the Chip plushie pre-order campaign. So we're gonna talk about when it goes live, how long you have, what our goals are, and that way you have all the details that you need. And if you have any other questions, be sure to comment them down below. If you are new to this whole Chip plushie thing, go check out the other 2 videos that we have made in regard to other times during the process. One was like 6+ weeks ago, and one was about 3 or 4 weeks ago in regard to the design process and the 2D design, and now we actually have it. So let's go ahead and open this so you know what you would be getting when you get your Chip plushie. When you get your Chip plushie, it will arrive in a bag, and this is by Makeship. So if you go to makeship.com, you'll actually see tons of other creators who have made a plushie of their own pet or character or whatever it be. You can participate in their campaigns. I will have the link to Chips' plushie down here. It will not be available to order until June 30th. So on June 30th, the Chip plushie will finally be available. But when you talk about this, let's go through this and I'll explain how a pre-sale campaign works and what our goals are. So it's gonna come in your bag, and you're gonna open this drawstring bag and reveal, if I can get it out, the Chip plushie. So let me talk to you a little bit about the Chip plushie. If you saw our other video, you saw the 2D designs. And now here is the official 3D version of the Chip plushie. I want to talk about a few different features that are really important to this plushie so that you kind of understand why it's there or whatnot. The very first thing, we wanted a soft material. So this material is actually really soft. We actually have slightly different materials. So the ears are really squishy and fluffy, and the feet and the body is a little bit more furry. On this side, we have a few specific markings. We have this specific marking that Chip has up on the top of his head. And then he has a few markings in the back, because Chip has a lot of different markings on his back and on his head. We have some more markings in the back. Markings on the feet, got correct colored toe beans over there. As well with the face we spent a while on just making sure it looked very identical to how Chip actually looks. And so when it comes to this, we have correct color nose and nose markings, as well as the eyes are really identical. And so he has some whiskers here that are separate but attached. And then a very specific feature of this Chip plushie is this removable collar. So we have a few pictures here of Chip in his bow tie collar, something that Chip wears, and so I thought it would be a really cute addition to the plushie, and it's removable. So you can remove it through Velcro back here. And it is just this, so you don't have to use it, you can use it. It does have Chip the Manx on there, almost as like an identifier. Hi, Chip. But I do think it's super cute even without the collar. Such a perfect addition to your bed, to maybe a bookcase, and just giving it to one of your kids or a family member. Just for some of you who don't know that Chip has a little nub as a tail, he's a Manx cat. And so he was actually born without a tail, and instead his tail is just this little nub. And so this plushie does have just the little nub there, which I think is so perfect. There's so many specific features of this Chip plushie that are all designed specifically for Chip. Now, okay, let's talk about how pre-sales work so you have a better understanding as to when you can get your plushie, how the process works, or essentially when this is going to show up in your mailbox. So this is a pre-sale campaign, which essentially that means we have to make the sales first and then it goes into production. So right now, this is the only Chip plushie that exists. After 200 sales, then it is going to go into production. So I'm gonna need your help to share tons of the posts that we have so that your chip plushie can become a reality. We have only 3 weeks to hit that first goal. You are going to order starting June 30th. You have 3 weeks to participate in that order, and then it goes for production. Once it goes for production, it takes just a few weeks, and then it gets shipped to your door. And then you get your own bag and your own chip plushie to have. So let's quickly review. The link goes live June 30th. You can still check out the link now, but you can't buy your chip plushie until then. Remember, it is a pre-sale, meaning when you buy, you're actually not going to receive your plushie in 2 days or whatever, because there are no other chip plushies made. They have to be made after that 3 weeks. And lastly, we need 200 fans to pre-order their chip plushie for it to go into production. Biscuit. If 200 plushies are not pre-ordered, then the campaign actually ends, and then no one's gonna get a chip plushie. And unfortunately, this will be the only chip plushie that will ever exist. The very last thing that I want to say, for you to stay updated on all the communications when it comes to the chip plushie, there are 2 ways that you can find it. So the communications, you'll find them in Chips's community tab on his YouTube here, and you'll find it in Chips's stories. So we'll always keep updates on Chips's YouTube stories all the time. So that way you'll always know, what the latest, how close we are to the goal, because I know if you pre-order, you're going to want to know if you're gonna get your chip plushie, because if we don't make that 200, then the campaign will be canceled. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the first ever chip plushie trailer. In a world where cats reign supreme and where cuteness knows no bounds, get ready for the most adorable plushie ever witnessed. Featuring the internet famous cat you've all come to love, the official Chip the Manx plushie. Designed with the direct help of thousands of his fans over the past few months, the Chip plushie is a one-of-a-kind and one-time only plushie made for his fans and created with a snuggle-approved and cuddly fur. The plushie matches all of Chips's unique features, and the detachable collar allows you to customize how you feature your chip. Get out your phone and mark your calendars, because the chip plushie will only be available for pre-sale for 3 weeks only.
Get your paws ready.
Get your paws ready.
Get your paws ready.
The chip plushie launches June 30th.